and welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy if you're new here, and today we're going to have a little update on my body confidence journey. This is a journey I kind of subconsciously went on. Didn't really plan on doing it, but then I kind of documented it a little bit over my Instagram and then some kind of over on my YouTube as well. So if you'd like to hear about how that is going, then just keep watching. So I haven't written any notes, I haven't really planned it. I'm just going to kind of go with what I feel and just discuss what I'm feeling in kind of my body confidence journey, and hopefully give you some tips and tricks on how you can start your own journey and what that might look like for you. So I'm going to start off. I actually just tried to take some Instagram pictures. If you follow me over on there, you know I do quite a lot of pictures in my underwear, talking about body confidence, anything from stretch marks to cellulite to not having a flat stomach, and kind of what that's like. I have had some questions asked at some point when I did a thing on my story about like what kind of body confidence things you want to hear me talk about, and someone said, what do you do with negative comments? Luckily, I haven't got any, but I do imagine they will probably come. And with that, you've just got to be kind of strong in your mind that you're doing what you're doing for the right reason, in terms of posting about that, if you choose to do that. And yeah, it's really, really hard because the negative comments always get to you. I remember like literally when I was in primary school, and I'd already kind of hit puberty and started getting a chest, and someone was like, why are you wearing a bra? And that still stays with me to this day. And now I've got a bit bigger boobs. I'm kind of quite conscious about that. So I'm going to start about kind of clothes. I think it's kind of a good place to start. As a lot of you know, I kind of gained a couple, I don't know how much, but a bit of weight last year, and it's meant I've kind of gone from fitting into sort of a size 8 to 10 to now 14 to 16, and kind of what that's been like. If you've been around here for a while, you know I love thrifting and finding clothes that way, and I do actually think that if you are kind of starting a body confidence journey, if you've maybe put on a lot of weight, lost a lot of weight, whatever it is, or if you just kind of want some more clothes for your wardrobe, then definitely try out thrifting. I find the sizes are less intimidating there. I find when I go into a regular store, I will pick something up, and because the sizes are so irregular, I feel like you can put on a size 12 in one shop, put on a size 12 in the next, and if you don't fit into that size 12, you're instantly like, there's a problem, there's something wrong with me, when in reality it's not. It's just that all clothing shops have such a varied size, and their size 12 is not going to be the same as someone else's. And I actually find that's where thrifting comes in really well, because as a rule of thumb, there's no point paying attention to the sizes in like charity shops, because if you think, some people might have put their clothes in the wash and they might have shrunk, they might have stretched them out a little bit, they're older clothes, so the sizes were completely different then. So I tend to look for my body, I will look from sort of the size 12 rack up to the size sort of 20, and in that I know there's probably a good chance I will fit into the clothes. And stop paying attention to the numbers on it. Just hold it up to you, when we can try on clothes, just try it on, see how you feel in things, see if they've got stretch to them. And I find this is a really good way to kind of, you're less thinking about numbers, I feel like, when you're charity shopping, because it's such a good idea to shop in such a range of sizes, and it kind of really ingrains in you that the sizes really doesn't matter. And I have brought things from charity shops that are a size 12 that are big for me, and then I've brought things that are absolutely far too tiny, and it's just really important to remember that sizes are all different, and especially in shops at the moment, they're not really regulated. They can kind of, whatever size they want is a size 12, it's a size 12. So that's definitely something to remember. And I was watching Row Recovery, who is a lovely lady on YouTube who is recovering from an eating disorder, and she said something in her video the other day, and I'm going to completely butcher it, I feel like, but she was just like, you're not meant to fit into your clothes are meant to fit you. And I was like, that is so true. Why are we squeezing into clothes that don't fit? When in reality, that's not what clothes are for. We're meant to buy clothes that fit our body, that feel nice in our body. And my second big tip is like, go through your wardrobe, and if things don't fit you that you keep on trying to hope you fit into it, just get rid of them, because it's so much more refreshing to look in your wardrobe and know that the clothes fit. I regularly do a clear out, probably every month, 2 months, of my clothes, check everything still fits, check I still like the style of things, and then anything I don't want, obviously don't chuck away, just sell on Depop, donate to a charity shop, any of them things, give it to your friends. But I find that having a wardrobe of clothes that fit you and make you feel good and make you feel confident, make sure you've got cuts of clothes you like, then that definitely makes you feel a lot more confident, and sort of in the body confidence way. I've always said that I feel more self-conscious in clothes than I do naked, which is kind of crazy. So I actually feel quite confident when it's just me standing in the mirror in my underwear. And then it comes to putting on clothes, and I find certain clothes can highlight your tummy, can highlight maybe things you don't like about yourself, hip dips, whatever it is, things that society have taught us is wrong. When you have clothes that kind of highlights that, so make sure you've got clothes that highlight things you want them to highlight and maybe covers up the things you're not so confident on. But again, that kind of leads me on to the next thing, that no one has a flat stomach. No one has absolutely perfect figure at all times, mainly because that does not exist. I've recently tried to kind of challenge myself to wear bodycon things and dresses that I really like, without sort of any kind of hold my belly in knickers or anything, because I think it's just really important that if you are confident enough, and obviously this is only if this is the right step for you, to rock things that you like that maybe your belly's on show, because in the real world, everyone has a tummy. Not everyone's got a flat stomach all the time. Even if you're watching things like Love Island and you think they might, that's just not true. And yeah, everyone has a stomach. Everyone sits down and gets a little pouch. That's completely normal. So definitely rock the outfit you want to rock. And if you're confident enough, start showing off a bit of belly here and there. Like, I have a brown bodycon dress, I'll insert a photo here, and I put it on and was always not so sure about it because you could see my stomach. However, I've worn it out and I felt so great, and I just wish that when I was growing up, if I had had people around me and people in the media and things wearing an outfit where you could see their stomach and nothing bad was being said about them, I would have loved that, and it would have made me feel so much more empowered, because although I used to be quite slim, I probably did, but you know, you always think bad about yourself, but I never had that kind of dead flat stomach that I was always striving for. And obviously that got to the point where I was never happy with myself no matter what size I'm in. And it's funny that now I'm probably the most comfortable I've been in my body kind of mentally, that I look in the mirror and I sort of just say good things about my body. And that's, again, the next thing is just kind of like, when I look in the mirror now, instead of looking in the mirror and thinking, oh my gosh, like, I look fat, I look this, I look that, look in the mirror and say something nice about yourself, smile at yourself. It may seem really strange, but I don't know about you guys, and please let me know in the comments if this is you. When I'd put on some underwear or whatever and I was looking in the mirror, I'd automatically kind of hike the knickers up, pose, push my bum out, and do that stereotypical pose that makes you look flawless. And I've really tried not to do that in the mirror as much at the moment, and kind of, if the only way I was feeling positive about my body is if I was posed in this kind of unnatural way, then I'm not loving my body. So I've tried to kind of look in the mirror normally, when I'm just normally in my underwear, in not any funky positions, and just try and say something nice about my body and just be like, you are accepted, you are helping me carry on my food today, whatever it is. Just be like, have a neutral feeling at like least, and at most try and say something good about your body. Try and say, even if it's something like, your hair looks nice today, your skin looks good today, like, just try and think something good. Also, I'm trying to really focus on the bits of my body that I was always like less fussed on. So like my stomach, I would always be like, oh, got a bit of a wobbly tummy. Now I'm like, no, this is a good thing, and I'm like, this means I can move, I'm cuddly, all this stuff. Just like try and think more positive. And it's really, really difficult because a lot of the times you don't really want to say positive things about your body, but if you do, you do just feel so much better. I'm going to also include a little bit in this video now about what it's like being single and being in a different body. So me and Justin split up, and obviously that was really sad and a bit rubbish, and I feel like that automatically makes you feel a bit down about yourself. And kind of every time I've got out of a relationship, I've kind of jumped back onto the dating scene, and I have literally no interest in doing that this time around at all. And I think one of the things I've really learned is that every time I've been single before, I've been like super confident that I looked great, and not so confident on what I'm like as a person on the inside. And I think now it's kind of flipped. I'm still working on loving my body, but I know I'm a good person. And I think that flip has meant that I don't feel the need to try and find someone, and that I am worthy of just my self-love, and that's something I should strive for, is loving myself and loving the body I'm in, loving the person I am. And I just think that that is a journey that I think is hard to do when you are getting told all the good things, and that's amazing. But when you come out of a relationship and you've no longer got that one person telling you all the things you basically want to hear, you've got to kind of work 10 times harder, because you have got to say that to yourself. You've got to make yourself believe that. You've got to take time to care for yourself, take time to do things for yourself. And I'm really trying to focus on the self-care and the self-love that I don't think I had for a long time. And yeah, just trying to focus on feeling good in yourself. And it's such a hard thing to do, and there's kind of not one way to do it. But I definitely think that talking about it and getting other people's opinions, and yeah, just trying to love yourself. And I think that is always what they say. You've always got to kind of love yourself before someone can love you. And I think that, I don't necessarily think that's always the case, but I do definitely think that when you are on your own, you've got to really rely on yourself to make yourself feel good. And I think that's such an important journey to go on, and I'm really excited to kind of take you guys along with me on that side of my journey, of trying to just basically love myself, treat myself, and yeah, just a bit of a self-care and self-love journey that I'm definitely going to be going on. I feel like this video has been really long and rambly. I'm not quite sure what I've said, but I felt like I just kind of wanted a girly catch up with you guys and just kind of let you know what's going on, how I'm feeling in my body, and it's kind of how my life things have affected kind of, yeah, my outlook on myself. I'm also now driving. I passed my driving test, which is crazy. And I feel like that's given me kind of a boost in myself, that I've done something for myself. I'm so much more independent. I can do things I want to do. I really want to take time out to kind of go places I want to go, even if it's by myself. I'm really challenging that at the moment. Kind of, I always rely on going with people, and I'm really excited to kind of go out. The other day I drove up to the high street and went to the charity shops by myself, and it was such a lovely morning. I'm really excited to learn to love my own company. And yeah, I mean, my own company, I'll probably still bring you guys along with me. And I'm excited to go on some little adventures by myself and just kind of feel a bit more independent, a bit more like an adult, even though I'm very much an adult. I'm 21 soon, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try and love myself a little bit more, treat myself a little bit more, do the things I want to do. And in turn with that, I really want to carry on with my self-love journey. I really want to be positive about everything in my body. And I know that's a really hard thing to strive for, but it's kind of a goal I've set myself, and I really want to kind of just feel good. And yeah, again, very long rambly video. Please let me know how your guys' self-love journey is going on and kind of how you are feeling. And yeah, just wanted to update you guys on everything that's going on. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, and I'm sure it will be ups and downs, but yeah, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.